had
hold on. I got a cutscene going on right now. It should only be a couple seconds.
We could settle down here instead of moving on.
I admit, it looks better than the last couple of towns we came through.
Now that you mention it, it does feel kind of homey.
It's settled. This town is where we'll set up our new base. We just have to find a spot that's defensible, maybe with some room to expand.
Okay, you were saying?
So yeah, one of the things they originally wanted to do was to have in the, like, I don't know, it still might be on the plate for the next game, but what they wanted to do is they wanted to have like cities that, and you could play in a city that was being hit by a zombie outbreak all at once. So like living through the, like, so you literally were like playing through, living through the chaos of basically what like an outbreak would be.
Oh, like literal first contact with the undead.
Yeah. But it was just like and they wanted to, at first they wanted to do it in small towns and then just kind of ramp up from there. And you would play, like, you would be randomly dropped into a random player at the beginning of each like outbreak, and the game would essentially start when somebody gets onto the they cut in, or maybe it's a news feed or something like that, where they're like, this is a zombie outbreak, this is a zombie attack,
this is not a drill, kind of.
Yeah, and then chaos just goes nuts.
Yeah, no,
like,
I could see how that'd be way too much to try and put into a game. There are too many variables. All right. Well, actually, I should take a proper look at my community.
So, like, I think that would be, such a brilliant idea.
Okay, I have Arlene, who is good at acting. 100% standard reward bonus, 10% influence gain, and pop culture knowledge.
Well, that's super helpful in a zombie apocalypse.
Danny, people skills. 100% standing bonus, knowledge of influence, and 10% influence gained. Okay. Shopping from Lupe. 50% search speed, 25 parts per day. That's interesting. Brush clearer, spent weekends antiquing, hard as nails for traits. Oh damn, she's got some, these traits are pretty good. Bush clearer, morale bonus for outdoor bed facilities. Antiquing doesn't do anything, but hard as nails, 40% minus injury severity and 30% max health, not percentage. Danny has camp counselor, morale bonus for outdoor beds, so we want some outdoor beds. But she's self-conscious. Does the backpack make my butt look big? Really? You're self-conscious in a zombie apocalypse?
Well, you know, I mean, it's like every other kind of apocalypse that happens. It's like...
Minus 25% standing rewards. Arlene. She has 3 traits, but they don't do anything. A geologist, into ultimate frisbee, and a LARPer.
That's so helpful.
I mean, I would think LARPer would help with something. It would give a bonus to something, but no. Okay, well, we're starting off with Danny.
I gotta run to the counter.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, wow. There's a whole little horde right here. I did pick random. What map are we on? Is this Trumbull? Yeah, this is Trumbull. Okay. I don't think I've actually done the Trumbull map. But we need to figure out what happened here. We'll redo the State of Decay 1 good intro story where it's all like, oh, we were on a road trip.
Screamer bring a whole party over.
We were on a road trip and all of a sudden, all hell's broken loose. No, that's not believable. It's been too long. we've never actually seen the zombies themselves because we were like one of those desert colony people, and so we're hearing over the radio all these terrible things happening. So now we're going around and exploring. It's like, oh god, they weren't kidding. There are zombies everywhere. And each map we go to will up the difficulty. We're starting at standard because basic is like Walking Dead on easy. So we don't want to go for the basic green level. And each time we'll choose a different leader. Gasoline, that's good for the car. We should be getting a lot of stuff in the beginning. Case of chemicals.
Winner chicken dinner. All right, things are underway.
That's great.
All right, that's it. Hope it's good enough for everyone.
Okay, tab switches that. No, don't do that. I, obviously. We'll leave the radio. We don't really need anything too much. We're still trying to establish ourselves. Let's take care of the screamer because we do get influence for killing the specials. I can't tell where he's facing. There we go. Because he doesn't have a face anymore. Shh. Silence. Okay, did they blow up the bridge and rebuild it? Let's try one. Yeah, we're close enough to home. I don't mind running because we gotta get the stamina up either way. And since we're so close to home and no blood zombies, which is even more important, we don't have much of a threat going on at us.
Time to get building.
Building
Either a
supplies,
workshop
people.
or an infirmary would be a good place to start. Glad we've
Let's
already
go
got
for
start
a
on building
workshop
base
first.
into something real.
So we can only build here and
Anybody over
here?
there wanna get their hands dirty?
I'm on the way.
That doesn't make sense.
I'll
Look
keep
at
my
all
eyes
this
peeled for
room.
you.
I could fit something here. I could fit something here. I hate having selected slots that you can only build in. Especially when they show there's so much room you can work with. Yeah, drop these off. Can you get a look from up here? What's it like?
Another successful project under our belt.
Where is it then, Arlene? There it is. What can we make? Items and ammo. Produce ammo. 30 parts. Oh, wow, that's perfect. Especially with, God, was it Lupe, because she gets 25 parts per day and just regular scavenging. Oh wow, that's actually really good, because now in later, as long as she survives, in the later difficulties, we won't have any problems with ammo. I'll wait to do the crouching until we get there, but what? Is there anything up here? Sometimes even places that aren't marked as loot locations will have stuff, so it's always good to check those sometimes. Come on. There we go. Ooh. We will come back for this. Anything here? Nope. Okay. And there they are. Let's get a bit closer before we worry about it.
Smells like blood. Must be a plague heart nearby. Better watch out for plague zombies.
Oh my god. Fine. Plague samples? Damn it. I'm not seeing anyone. Oh. Oh. Right around the bend. Should be far enough.
Okay. Zed's around, but we can't secure the place with a plague heart close by.
Oh, they're behind it. See, look at this. They need free build. Because I can imagine some great base designs. Where's all this? Fancy equipment stuff? Fine.
Hey.
Supply of plague samples has run low. If you can find more, we have fuel to trade.
The safest way to collect samples is by killing plague zombies. The best place to find them is in the territory around a plague heart. Those things basically infect their whole environment. It's nasty as fuck. Or you could just destroy the plague heart itself to get a bunch of samples. That's more dangerous.
And
Grab your big guns. You don't want to fuck around with this one.
Hey, hello.
Helping out like this is a good
And
way
yeah,
to
I
make
think
friends.
whoever comes up with that game first, I think is probably gonna like
We could use
hit
allies
it
out
really
here.
big. As long as they can like pull it off right. But yeah, a like day one zombie survival game, and it like lasts for like I don't know, like a couple weeks at a time. Like maybe its playtime would be like
I can literally, I more so picture it as going from Walking Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and then World War Z, and then Resident Evil levels, and like 100-day scope of survival, and just like that.
I think 3 months at a time would probably be the best. And it would 3 months or a month at a time, and it would be like you have to survive to get to this point in the game in the story. Like maybe there's a cure, maybe there's a an evacuation point.
The governments
Something
come
like
in who want to utilize the zombie virus because, you know, that's how it always is.
Yeah. So they start. So you start out like you can like there's a number of like locations, and maybe there's like maybe this focuses around a single state or something like that, or like an island nation. An island nation will probably be the best. So
Dead Island.
yeah. So they start out like on a fairly big island. Island nation, so you got like one or two major cities, you got like one or two military locations, a navy location, an air force location or two, and then you've got like all the small towns, countryside, that kind of thing. And you hop into the game on launch day, and you try and survive. Like so on like day one, virus starts out in one location, then it slowly over the week it progresses to like cover the whole area, and that's where your first initial character like makes their like claim of survival. And they would have multiple of these going on, but like once you get into a server, you can stay through that. You can try and ride that all out, or like if you die, then you get like loaded into a random NPC somewhere in the game that's still alive, and you kind of carry on from there. And you basically like build up as many points as you can, essentially. And then as the game gets more and more strict, then like less and less and less of the there's fewer and fewer people allowed to jump into the game, and that would go on like that for a while, and then they would tally up your scores at the end of the
Oh, they
experience.
actually pulse.
And that
Oh,
should be it. Done.
zombies.
The plague samples.
Oh yeah.
It's like a blister that just kind of pops out of their guts and just lands there. I do love that they took the effort to upgrade the graphics as well.
Mm-hmm. No, that certainly helps. If there were mods for that game, I think I'd be more inclined to jump in.
But with State of Decay 3 coming out, what I'm finally most excited about is that zombie animals. No other group does zombie animals. Aside from like big MMOs, but it's simple point-click fight stuff.
Oh, there is mods for this.
Yeah, but they're nothing too extensive. Did you get your hands on those plague samples? Like I said before, I'll trade you fuel for the favor. I have just what you need.
With these plague samples, I can make something that'll cure blood plague if one of us gets infected. We're happy to share the recipe if you need it.
18 pages of mods.
all right in my book.
To sneeze at.
Don't do nothing I wouldn't do.
Comparatively, though.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not to the 3,000 pages or more.
Let's pick up the ammo. Wait.
If I take
There's
out the
fuel
nearest
in
plague
here.
heart, this might just clear up.
Ooh, police car.
I have some news for you. If we want to stay alive, we need more meds.
Oh,
If you say so.
let's do it. Anyone else? Yep. Come on. There we go. I also love the whole open your car door and just smash a zombie into smithereens.
I forgot that they announced State of Decay 3.
Yeah, they've been pretty radio silent on it, so it is concerning a
Supplies
little.
delivered. Go me.
I always hate it when I load up these videos for this trailer, and it starts out playing an ad that looks like it could be from the game, and you're like, oh, that's the interesting choice. I wonder why they're doing that. Oh, yeah, it's an ad. Never mind.
Let's see. Danny's a hero now. With the Serene Praise bonus, I always make sure to go up to people and tell them when I think they've done something really well. If other people overhear it, then that's even better. 25% stand-in rewards bonus. Uh-oh, Red Talon. Ah, I can transfer this stuff to the base. Even better. But if that's the case, since Danny's a hero, let's switch out. Arlene, if she becomes a hero, she gets the analytical methods. When we think methodically about our mistakes, we can learn a lot faster. 50% experience rate bonus. Does that apply to everyone or just her? It doesn't really say. I'm going to assume everyone because that's like a community perk. And Lupe will get the Sharpening Regime. The difference between a dull blade and a sharp blade is subtle, but it's also life and death. Minus 10% melee durability loss. Ooh. I kind of like analytical methods though, so we'll go to Arlene. Get up, Arlene. We got work to do. And you need a backpack. There it is. Speaking of which, because I remember, let's clean up the beds. Oh, I don't have a backpack. I got a small one. Okay, so actually, it's probably the trader's going to be there for half an hour. We got time. We'll scavenge around, get some stuff. Because if I'm right, there should be food. And there it is.
pack will help us wipe out the blood plague. We can't do it alone.
How many parking spots? 4. Okay. And of course, Danny has the mission. But we've already done that. We've already had Danny, so we're gonna keep going with
I should be more careful.
Arlene. I remember playing the original State of Decay, and I had a community of like 36 people. On the hard difficulty too, which there really wasn't that much you could do to increase the difficulty. But even still, feeding 33 people at a time, 30 plus, that was hard. Had to max out the garden, had to find any modules I can find, and every food place was horrifically defiled by me because I needed food. And my right earphone went out again. There it goes. What we got? Come on.
Hey Lily, it's Ray Santos. I wanted to let you know we've had a couple more communities settle down here in Trumbull Valley. They seem like good folks.
Thanks, Ray. It's nice to hear that people are coming back to the valley. Take care of yourself, all right? I count on you to keep an eye on Trumbull for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, can't find something every time.
I do like how they also kind of ensured that the characters from the first game do make it into the second game with the network. That's like one of my biggest things that I hate with sequels to anything. It's like, oh, you all grew up with this character that you know and love? Well, forget them. Here's a whole new batch of characters.
Well,
And everything that the old ones did doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I would prefer, I think, the ability to have like a single character that I track. It's like I really want that avatar status, and that's kind of what I was hoping for with a lot of these games, but they never panned out.
Like the only ones that really do it are some big AAAs. One that I can think of being Gears of War.
Mm-hmm.
Restored bridge. It's got a door. Nope. Anything up here? It's not a plague zombie. I don't need to be all stealthy. Ooh, is this a military outpost? It's a bridge outpost.
For me, don't mind if I do.
M4A1. I also do like.
Hello, Jumbo Valley.
Oh,
This is Tracy Huerta, speaking to you from downtown Marshall. Most of you don't know me yet, but if things go well, you will soon. I'm working on a little project that's gonna help this valley thrive again, like it used to. For now, just stay strong and be good to each other. We're all in this together, after all. I just dropped off some decent scraps at base.
anyway, like I was saying, one thing I do like is how your skill level actually reflects how well your character performs in situations. A lot of games will have that, but they won't really track it too seriously. It's like, oh, you're just slower when you do it. But in this one, it's like you can jam the rifle. Your character is like trying to reload the gun, but it's going left and right across the cartridge entry. And a no, a military helmet, not a cowboy hat. Oh, Merry Christmas. An Echo X2 sniper crossbow and a sighted AK-47.
Right now.
Yes, you are. You are carrying a lot, and you will carry more. It's all fine and dandy now until we get to the final stuff.
If we don't get some ammo soon, we're gonna be sitting ducks.
That was it. I'm out.
What? I thought I had... Oh, they're light bolts. Shit. Can I get it back? I can't. I just wasted my one crossbow bolt. Okay, fine. Back we go.
I can't breathe. Maybe I should slow down.
Make
Keep
some?
this place running. We need more fuel.
I need parts. Oh, no, no, no. Don't salvage the equipped weapon. Can I only salvage what I have equipped? That's lame. Or do I have to go into the inventory? Ah, I do have to go into the inventory. Okay. Let's leave that be for now. Keep the crossbow on. We're gonna find more ammo for sure. Let's see what's over here. Okay. anything out here? Nope.
Bloater. Need to take it down before it gets too close. Locked. I should be more careful.
Oh. That was a complete waste. Gun collector's magazine and some gas.
Hi, this is Lily Ritter, reaching out to all the new additions to our Trumbull family. Before I started the network, I lived in Trumbull. So as long as I'm around, that valley will always have someone there to watch out for you. And that someone is my good friend, Raimundo Santos. If you need help, Ray is the guy to see.
Ease down there, Lily. I'm no miracle worker.
Don't be modest, Ray. I can't imagine a Trumbull Valley without you there keeping watch.
I still have no idea what some of the characters from the original game are. Like, there's Raimundo Santos, and it's like,
doubt I'll find anything good in here.
I don't know if he's like a fixer or just someone who is
Good to go.
a big community leader back then. Because when I first heard of him play in the game, he sounded like a fixer. It's like, what kind of illegal activities was going on in Trumbull aside from the hillbilly moonshiners? Wait, what the hell? That just made this bridge more terrifying. It's barely even holding on this side.
So, are we entirely sure this isn't just a big psychological study about the effects of living through the end of the world?
Lupe, shut up. It's not a psychological event. They are literally eating each other out there. Oh, we haven't even scratched her hero status. Okay. You know what? Can we
We sure could use some help over here.
get some gas? It's in here, right? Yeah. Oh, what do the loot chasers need?
I'm heading your way now, hon.
Ammunition. Can I? No, I gotta go in there to get it.
And to think, I used to worry about politicians ruining the country.
Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Withdraw rucksack. It takes 6 ammo to withdraw 1 ammo? Oh my god. Okay, okay, that's fine. Wait, it didn't come in? It did. I don't need this ammo.
I don't want to be here any longer than I have to.
can if you want.
You don't have a wall.
That's what I like to
Alright,
hear.
I'll find your ammo. There we go. Don't break the cart. Is that a horde? R. Some bright lights on that car.
Maybe I'll get lucky and find something here.
So fuel. Maybe this one will have it. Or maybe. We'll just check them all, I guess.
I'm sure I can put this to good use.
A craftsman book, so that's good.
Hey, I suppose it could be worse.
And there's the crossbow bolts I was talking about.
Nice.
Well, I don't have the crossbow on me now.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
you
there's a
know.
crossbow. With more bolts.
So what is the best weapon for zombie survival?
Right now, as far as I can say, because I haven't seen all the weapons, it is definitely the crossbow. Crossbow is the most useful thing, because not only can you make the ammo for it extremely easily, you can also recover ammo in the field from the shots you take. And it can also pierce through if you have the heavy crossbow to take out multiples.
Have you seen that guy's video on YouTube where he makes the automatic bow?
The automatic bow?
Yeah, it's an automatic bow made with entirely wood, and I think maybe, I don't even think it has a spring. It's just wood. And you can load like a round of like 20 arrows at once and just like interchangeably like drop them in and out. They're not arrows though, they're basically crossbow bolts, but they're fired with a longbow.
Oh, not with the longbow. I seen the one where they created the ancient Chinese repeater crossbows, but I haven't seen that one where he uses the actual bow.
Yeah, the longbows, like it's freaking magical, and I think that probably would be the best weapon to have, the best weapon to have, because you get so much more power out of a crossbow, and you can fire it much faster than a traditional crossbow. Because the traditional crossbow, you gotta like either ratchet or like crank it or whatever. You can't do like multiple shots, and then like you always have to re-aim basically. But with this one, I think it's probably one of the best weapons you could pick, because again, the trouble with arrows is they break, but bolts tend not to break as much as arrows break. So yeah, it's a good concept.
I mean, to be fair, during a zombie apocalypse, I'll be just say, give me anything sharp that can pierce skin.
Yeah. I mean, you can't always be choosy.
You can't be picky when there are flesh-eating zombies after you. Not to mention, seeing as how the crossbow is silent, it doesn't attract hordes. But it is only one shot. And granted, if your shooting skill gets up high enough, reloading's pretty quick. But, it's always that but. Just a couple of seconds of reloading is usually all it takes for the zombies to get close to you. Especially when you got the ferals coming. Hi guys, I brought company. Thanks. No need to thank me.
Uh-oh. Plague zombie over there.
I missed. And there you go.
Amigo. Powder dry, buddy.
And as allies, they give us parts income. Does it say how many parts? No. The mission, gas is okay. Let's head home and drop this stuff off. Did I lose a light? No, it's just weird. Don't mind me. Oh, there's a screamer stuck in the hood of my car. Now there's 3 other zombies. Get off. Get off. There you go. Zombie jiggle physics.
Isn't it great?
I'll take that. You guys can have this, 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 and this. I need a bigger backpack, for goodness sakes. Still good. No, I don't have a rug set. We don't have a lot of much. And she's still good. So, if that's the case, we'll keep moving up north. See if we can find a van with a lot of cargo space would be best.
Stay back from the cloud.
Fools, you cannot get me, for I am on top of a car. Oh, I missed. You're standing still. Right by the shoulder. Just keep getting that shooting skill up. It's lots of fuel, but we needed materials more than fuel. It's all broken.
This would be a good spot for an outpost.
I also kind of wish your community interacted with the world at large a bit more. Aside from just being like, at the end of the day, I was like, oh, hey, while I was out, I got some stuff. What do you mean while you were out? You've all been staying at home doing nothing.
Right. No, it would be cooler if they like went out and traveled a little bit more. But I think that
if they did their own little search parties and whatnot.
But I think they would almost always like the computer AI is. I don't think it's smart enough to have them like survive that. It's like
take care of it for good.
You gotta dumb down the zombie AI to be dumber than the human AI, or to the human players, or like the community AI, I guess you could say.
Hold on, someone's knocking at my door. Family coming in, so like, can I play on the VR? Everyone's in love with the VR. I've never seen the family so sold on something so quickly.
On what?
VR.
Oh yeah.
And it's like I was telling them, it's like, guys, it's literally the next step. We've done consoles, we're on PCs, VR is the next step to go. Until finally we get the capsules from like those Korean manhwas.
Something we can use.
Cool, but also scary. And hey, look at that, we upgraded cardio all the way. Acrobatics. Dodging and climbing are quickener and costs less stamina. Flying kick attack unlocked. Or marathon. Sprinting costs less stamina and fatigue requires more slowly. That's gotta be marathon. The idea is to not be in hand-to-hand combat with zombies. Oh, and I just realized I told them the custom songs are on there, but I think that's not true because they're on Steam. And without the cable, it'll just be the Steam store. Or the Oculus store, not the Steam store. And we got a car and a toppled. Go away. Shoo. Yep, that was a horde. Oh. Mission expired. That's fine, I guess. Is there anything in here? Nope. What am I stuck on? Nothing. Zombies, broken car, and that's it. Is there nothing here? Where's the crossbow? Running out of fuel though. The hell was that? Can I get the crossbow bolt? No, it's gone. Damn it. Oh, building materials. Good.
Oh, not bad, I
A
suppose.
Molotov. Cooking oil counts as fuel, but okay. In the most extreme of circumstances, I can understand. But I'm pretty sure there's a YouTube tutorial video of saying why that's a bad idea.
Yeah. It's like,
It's not going to-
yeah, that's not going to be that great.
Have you ever wondered what would happen if you put cooking fuel into your car? Well, we're going to find out. Will I have enough fuel to make it home, though? Ow. I couldn't thread the needle. Oh, no. We didn't have enough fuel. Oh, wait, actually, we had enough fuel. I was thinking it was further ahead. Ooh, that's a big horde right there.
Ray, I just heard that one of the groups we were supporting in Trumbull left the valley. It sounds like they're pretty angry with us. Ray, are you there? Pick up. We need to talk. Raimundo Santos, you'd better not be ducking my call.
Ooh, use
Goodness, she really is upset, isn't she?
the full name and everything.
I have the solution for our needs. Recruit more people.
Oh, wow, here, let me just go to the recruitment board and recruit people then. It's almost like we're in a zombie apocalypse. What? Trying to learn the timing for this thing is hard. Especially when they catapult over the goddamn obstacles like that. You know what? Forget it. I'm gonna go over there and kill them personally. See, I tried to do this from a distance, give you guys the respect and dignity zombies deserve, but no. I only got 5 bolts left. Come on. Oops. 2 more stars. There we go. I heard another one. New infestation. Oh, that's perfect, actually. Well. Sounds like someone's not used to the Oculus yet.
I had this aunt who lived somewhere around here and fancied herself a survivalist. I wonder if she made it this long.
Who was it? Was it Lupe?
Take care now.
Wait. Will we do the
I'd
mission
like
if
some
we
help,
enlist her?
If you have the time to spare.
Lead the way.
No, I gotta
Anyone
switch to
step
her.
up and take charge around here?
Danny, shush. We do not talk about having someone in charge yet. Alright, so we'll give her the gun and switch over to her.
Fine, hon.
I almost forgot about that. Hmm.
Okay, where do we need to go? Oh boy, right into play card territory. Can I just go here and drop it off? Nope. I'll just drive into it, it's faster. How much fuel can we have, though?
When you're inside that infestation,
25, that's fine.
go for the screamer first. If you let it howl, you'll damn sure regret it.
I also did not pick up gas.
Keep an eye on that creeper.
It should be fine. Over half a tank.
I wonder if there are long-term biological effects. Now this should be the place.
Oh, this is a nice looking church. And there are survivors in there too.
Creeper on the way.
Don't go chasing after it. Ah, fine. Aunt Fujiko's house.
I don't see. Hey, you here? This might take some effort. I hope nothing hurt.
That is one thing that I think would be interesting. No one really shows a prepper in situations like this. Wait.
It's because it'd be too boring. Same reason why you don't show competent, reasonable, intelligent people doing the whole, like, oh my goodness, there's a zombie survival thing here, because they do everything, they're trained to do everything right. It's like, hey, there's a bunch of weird things going on here. Sure looks like there's some trouble being caused here.
The only time I can think of when a prepper was actually in one of these movies was the Cloverfield, the second one.
Yeah, and they had to make him look crazy. Like, he had to be the crazy, like, you know, bad guy.
You're my daughter. Or wait, was it his daughter?
No, it wasn't his daughter. It was just he just wanted to think that way because.
Yeah, I know, but I was saying it's all like his reason was like, oh, she's my daughter, which is why I'm doing this, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of was proven right, and tattered sticky note, call mom. What does this little exclamation point mean? Because I'm not seeing anything.
This is perfect.
Oh yes, finally an 18 slot backpack.
Is anyone out there? I could use a little help.
Hang on, we're busy. We're looking for the prepper stash.
I guess it's something.
Oh boy, another one. But I'm also running out of room. Where's the note?
I guess that's everything here.
There it is. But I can't get it because I'm all full. Arlene. You... take the note, take the knife, take the backpack, take the combat knife. Actually, can you equip the... Yes, you can. Take all that and drop that 6. We don't need the 6s. A below you note written in shorthand, many acronyms and string of numbers.
I found one of my aunt's prepper plans. It's in code, but if I decipher it, maybe I can figure out where she went.
Fairfield Stories Family Memento Co. Travel to Blood Red Garage to speak to Co.
I'll be there shortly.
Sure, why not? We're already out here. But first, let's make contact with the church group. Maybe we can sell some stuff to them. The Highway Riders.
Welcome to our humble abode. How's it going?
I've got stuff you'll like.
Might as well.
Let's see, 44 magnums, pipe bomb, a water cooler, baseball bat, and a sledgehammer. Not a lot, in other words. Okay. Okay then. Off to Fairfield. Wait. Left. Don't crash. Oh my god, are you serious? A military outpost?
I'm here, hon.
Yes, yes, I'm here. Don't get all snooty with me. Arlene. Arlene. Arlene, please get back. Because that's an armored zombie horde. Huh? No, I don't want to claim
I
it.
used to live here in Fairfield with my family. Back before everything fell apart. I was
Get
a
in
long
here.
way from home when it happened, and I've been trying to get back here ever since. I know my husband and my son are gone, but I need something, anything, to help remember them. I'm listening.
Not you, Arlene.
Please, can you help me find something to remember my family by? Thank you.
What are we supposed to get you
This
then?
really means a lot to me. From what I hear, a lot of people were quarantined up by the reservoir in the early days. I'd go up there myself, but I'm not sure I want to see it with my own eyes.
Landmarked outpost. Outpost effect. Permanent safe area. Experiment with blood plague. That's new. I don't remember there being landmark outposts. But we can't get it because there's a damn plague heart right next to it. There's only building materials, so there's no explosives. And I'm also down to 1 crossbow bolt. Oh, there's an entire horde of blood plague zombies on the cliff looking down at us. It's like the hyenas from Lion King. Can I possibly have my crossbow bolt back out of your skull, please? Don't mind me, I'm just walking by. I'll take your pulsating guts. I don't have anything in here. Alright. Let's go do this, Arlene. It's incredibly stupid, but let's go do it.
Just a few moments and I'll be
I heard a feral. Where is he?
Oh, good job.
Oh, that was a screamer too.
I'm listening.
No, close the door. Okay, so yeah, we can't secure it until we get the blood heart out of here.
Huh, nice.
High-end disposable razor and a bandage. I do how like they do say commodities are actually worth something for trade value.
Yeah, I mean, even in the apocalypse,
Oh, have you ever played the first day of Decay?
Yeah, no. I was in touch with their dev
in
team
touch
before.
and talking with them is different from saying, "Oh, I played the game."
Well, obviously, I play every game that I'm either affiliated with or do any work for whatsoever.
I don't know, Mr. Spy. Anyway, but remember in the beginning, and you rescue Ed on one of his missions, and it's all like, you know what always confuses me? What happened to all the toilet paper? And he's all like, who's out there thinking it's all like, oh man, the zombie apocalypse is going on? I need to take some major dumps. I might as well get all the toilet paper. And there's an entire horde of blood plagues right outside the door, so we're not going there. Are we not next to the mission? No, we're not. It's in the building across from us. Or it's in the infestation building. Oh my god. I also love the ability to actually craft stuff while you're out here. Like if your character has a trait for it or something.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Can I call someone on the radio? Find resources and people. A vehicle delivery. Supply drop. Multiplayer. Independence pack. Nope. Okay. We're gonna have to sneak there. Arlene, do not shoot the M4A1. There's a screamer too. Another one that I really would want to get into was Project Zomboid. Oh, it's not locked, thank God. Arlene, get in here. Arlene. Arlene, you bitch. Come on. Get in. Get in. Close the door. Not you. Fine. Make this quick.
Why, hello there. Don't worry, I'll get you home safe.
Well-loved hippo Stuffy. This old grade stuffed hippopotamus was once owned by a small child who was swept up in the early quarantine
I
efforts.
think I found something. It looks like the stuffed hippo.
Oh my gosh, that's Hippo Thomas.
Hippo Thomas.
Can you bring it to me?
Sure thing.
I think they're gone. We made it.
I wonder if that's actually blood I'm tasting in the air.
Wait, where is she? Did she move up? No, she's still there.
Bloater.
Wow, we actually weren't that far away at all. Day 2, -2 food and plus 30 parts.
Can I see what you found, please?
Of course, here it is,
We
Hippo
gave this to
Thomas.
Anthony when he turned 2. He called it Hippo Thomas because he couldn't say hippopotamus. I really needed this. I can't even begin to thank you. Please accept this. You've more than earned it.
Sure thing.
Co gave us a stack of cooking oil, but could not fit in the inventory, left on the ground.
Being here without my family.
And, blood plague cure. That's great!
Too much.
Adios.
Wait, you're leaving? We went to get you your stuffed hippo and you're leaving? Okay,
Yes.
fine. Arlene. You take the medicine, I'll take the cooking oil. And let's get out of here. This zone is way too hot for us right now.
That's a full-blown horde.
I'll get influence killing them. Arlene, can you open your door? Blood plague is always good, or the samples at least. Oh, I lost the door. Okay.
Home at last.
More fuel. Show me your stuff. I'll take that, this, that, and that. Alright, so ammo and meds are our lowest things tied together. And Arlene needs to sleep badly.
I'm listening. Remember, stay safe.
How's Lupe? Lupe's sort of getting up there. Danny. What's her mission? I don't know if she has a mission or not, so we'll just leave it at that. You know what? Let's get some ammo. We need some crossbow ammo.
Hello to all the citizens of Trumbull Valley. This is Lily Ritter with the network. I'm reaching out because I'm worried about my friend Ray Santos. He hasn't been answering his radio, and I'm getting a little worried. I'm sure it's nothing, but I'd appreciate it if someone could check and make sure everything is okay.
I should get a toolkit and a gas can.
Someone will get to that very soon.
Where is this?
Thank you so much. I'm sure everything is fine, but I can't help worrying. The last I heard, he was living with a group in the western part of the farmland. I'll mark it on your map.
Just stay right here in the middle. No blood plagues, we're fine. What? I'll press the map button. Where's the infestation? I guess they clear out on their own sometimes?
I think they can despawn, yeah.
Swallowed my spit. In a bad way.
Is there a good way? Well, I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yes, there is a good way.
That was a stupid question.
It's okay. We're all allowed stupid questions. Just don't expect a smart answer. Ooh, this has 6 slots. It's in better condition. And it's not a police car with a siren that I can accidentally turn on.
I remember doing that. Yeah.
Ooh, what's this button do?
I've definitely done that before.
And then, worst off, is trying to figure out how to turn off, because I'm thinking it's like, oh, that's a horde, that's a horde, that's a horde, drive, drive, drive. Okay. The hell is that sound?
I hope nothing heard that.
Creepy warehouse.
I guess it's something. This might be too much to carry.
Gas cans, always good. Western straw hat.
Oh, check this out.
Oh, scraps of circuitry.
If only I had room for it.
Oh, the gas cans stack now. That's great.
We should share a bit of our good fortune with our neighbors.
A new
Yep,
machine.
no trying to put all your
There's a lot
gas
of stuff to carry.
in garbage bags in your trunk anymore.
I remember how in the open back trunks, I used to kind of just find my way to hop up on there and then try and dump them all right there. Because before, it's like you couldn't put your duffel bags into the trunk. And it's one thing that everyone was saying. It's like, what's the point of a car if we can't use the trunk? I remember scavenging runs taking forever. It's like, even if you call in your allies from your community to do the scavenging for you, it would just take so long. Because they do it by foot. And it's all like, oh, well, I scavenged everything already by foot. Okay, it's no problem. I'll go over to the town over. No, don't do that.
Supplies are here.
Alright, building supplies. Where's this trader? Says it's right here. Oh, he's in there.
Hello there.
Arlene. Oh, I have to switch over to you. Is she better? No, she's not better at all. I got some stuff to drop off.
Okay, it's a bit heavy.
Wait, can I get it from? I can, yes. I don't have any explosives yet, so I don't want to take on a plague heart just yet. So, wait, if you have been in contact with the developers before, have you heard anything about number 3?
No. 2 of the guys that I knew, they're working at other projects.
Yeah, because I remember when Save Decay was introduced as an indie game, and everyone's like, ah, and they never heard of it, but I was just browsing through one day, so like, a zombie game, cool, let's try it. And I was like, oh my god, this is the greatest zombie game I've ever experienced at the time.
This might take some effort.
And it just kind of blew up really quickly, and it was bought by Microsoft really quickly as well.
Yeah, well, like I said, in the early days, they had a lot of like really like good core concepts of like what they wanted to do to go big, and back then they were, you know, that was when
they were able to have their own ideas.
Yeah, they didn't have their own ideas. They didn't realize that they needed to bring on like big studios like Bethesda and stuff. They just thought that these little, like tiny little studios could just pump out like masterpieces without actually having time and you know, dedicated teams and like the vision and stuff like that. So they just kind of they now I'm glad they bought them, because I don't think they'd be where they are if they had. They wouldn't
have the resources to do what they're doing now.
And again, I'm a fan of Microsoft buying out big studios when the key thing that they tell those studios is just make good games. We understand that we're going to have winners and losers, and we're just going to make sure that you guys can feed your families at the end of the day, regardless of what you do.
And as long as your ratios of winners are higher, that's all the better.
Actually not. One of the reasons why Steam is such a good list and why Epic is still not like really that good is because there's certain people that are only looking for the next big thing, and you can't get that to happen in an ecosystem where there's not like little stuff. Like in a proper ecosystem, you have grass, you have rabbits to eat the grass, you have wolves to hunt the rabbits.
I've played some simulation games. I know all about. I've played Spore.
So you need an entire ecosystem of games. You need stuff that people pick up for $2. That is a kind of a terrible indie game, but makes them laugh. And you need the big blockbusters at the same time. It's like you need a mix of all of those things. Otherwise, you're just not gonna, you know, it's just you're
Dead Enclave. dead enclave, and it's got the spoils. But yeah, no, basically it comes down to how great can your game be if there's nothing really to compare it to.
Yeah, but it's also like people like to switch on and off, right? Like,
yeah, everyone has a different taste.
I've spent this week switching between Stellaris and an indie game that that a friend is making, and they're both on Steam. And it's been really great. It's been a lot of fun. It's been like and I've had equal amount of like positive entertainment from both. And it's that level of like, making sure that you have lots of different things that is going to end up, selling. That's going to end up being your big seller.
Enigmatic note: through your sacrifice I will gain my salvation. Whoever did this used a crossbow, and I'm guessing they left this creepy note too. We just got word of a suspicious person in your area. Be careful. This is new. They might be the person responsible for all this. I should track them down. What? No. And when you say in the area, what do you mean in the area? The area is huge. Search the blood red garage for the person who killed the Ford operators. What? How much more do I have to search?
If only I had room for it.
And yeah, I don't have any room for this stuff. So we're gonna have to drop this. I don't need the note. And everything else is stackable, so that's fine. Don't pick up the screwdriver. Pick up that Model 870 and the World War I bayonet. Okay, but again,
I can't carry anymore.
Where am I supposed to look for this guy? Oh, he's way over there. That's nowhere near the area I'm at. Maybe he'll have a good crossbow for me to take. He's right where that one chick was. Thread the needle. Got it. Ah, good. Oh, he's literally right there, too. I should be ready for a fight. The killer might still be in there. I don't want to have a fight this guy and have a bunch of zombies coming up on me. Oh, Jesus, he's right there. Hi. You good? Look at that. Oh my God, look at that crossbow. It's mechanized and everything. Wait, is that the same as mine? Kind of looks the same. Let's talk. Tex. What do you want? Tex, the lovers of life. I'm impressed by how you took out the Ford operators. We could use you. There's no place in the town for someone like you. Take a hint and move on. Drop the crossbow and get out of town. And there's a horde. There's a horde. Okay. Sorry about that interruption. Let's get back to this. You're too dangerous to let live. Prepare to die. We don't even know what he did. Let's try and recruit him.
How you think?
Come back to the base with me.
I hear a lot of zombies, though. Because there's a horde on the cliffs again. But it's on the cliff, so that's good. Come on, Dex. We're in a zombie apocalypse. We have to accept at some point we're gonna kill humans. I do like that they did add that in number 2. The ability to fight other survivors.
Yeah, I think that was a lot of contribution from shows like what's it called?
Walking Dead.
Yeah, where it's like the enemy's not the horde, the enemy are your other survivors.
It makes sense.
You know, it's just, and it's exactly how the Division, you know, worked too. It's like, hey, you know, fight the gangs, then fight reverse firemen, then fight, you know, the military, then discover that the real villains were
us
the
all
other
along.
Agents all along. It's like, that game is so dumb.
Alrighty,
Like,
we got a
it's
mass
really
murderer
terrible.
as our ally now.
Feeling like shit's going our way.
What's his
Nobody fucked us
stats?
Let's take a look.
What's
Tex.
behind his
Let's see.
motivations?
Although his name is is Tex, his name is Stephen Walker.
Stephen Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah. Alright, he is a reservist, does yoga, and is feckless. Those are his traits. Reservist doesn't give anything, but does yoga. You need to be limber and focused to survive out here. Morale bonus from fighting training facilities. Feckless, I'm all out of feck. Sometimes waste medicine. Ooh. And because he's a recruit, we can't see his hero bonus, and he doesn't have anything super special like the others. But another pair of hands is the best thing that we can get out of him, really. What am I doing? I don't need to do that. How is Lupe standing? Still not there yet. Base materials is good. Let's upgrade to storage, because storage of more things is always best. What should I do next? How many explosives I got? See if we can clear a plague heart.
How's it going?
We have a tube of fireworks, a Molotov, a gas can, and that's it. Can we make explosives though? Craft 3 soda bombs, requires an ammo. Firecrackers produce ammo. And I need power to create pipe bombs.
Wow. This is what being in the right place must feel like.
I think 9 soda can bombs should be able to take out a plague heart. If not, then shit.
Well, I mean, I really don't think Coke and Mentos are actually that dangerous to zombies.
I know, but if you stuff them with a bunch of nails in there. Let's clear out, yeah, let's get that landmark outpost.
Anyone mind giving me a hand?
Oh, well, we got a mission. Is that in the same way? It's sort of along the same way. You know what? Let's take out the plague heart first, and let's get that landmark zone. Because we don't actually have to fight all the zombies. All the plague zombies, at least. We can just take out the plague heart, and then it will be like Infinity War, and they all die with it. I love just opening the door really quickly and then closing it. Bashing their heads in. Oh, I'm tired. Damn it, Lupe. I guess I shouldn't do that too much, otherwise I'll lose my door. And it's all fun and games until a feral comes out of nowhere and rips you right out of the car.
I wonder if there are long-term biological effects from exploring plague territory.
You know what? We'll do this mission. We'll switch over to Tex. And we'll see what we got from that. And of course, a horde spawns right as I drive through it. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
I can't keep this up.
Eat. Eat. Damn it. Alright. Bloaters down.
We just spotted zombies shambling toward base.
And there's a zombie horde coming to home. Alright. Let's try and make this quick then. Oh no, I shouldn't run. Damn it, there goes half my stamina now. Load that crossbow. And stealth. I got 10. I should be able to finish this up in 10 minutes. Hopefully.
This might take some effort. Plague hearts must give off tremendous heat.
Oh, come on. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, it's making gross pulsing noises. Okay.
Fire in the hole! That hurt, huh?
Some people would call that.
Why did that? No, no. My fucking soda can bomb hit an invisible wall. Oh my god, here they all come.
It's damaged. Just keep up the pressure.
Get away. Oh, I got it. Okay, 8 soda bombs. That's what it will take. What is my loot? Oh my goodness. A police knife. Another 8 stack. And a civilian UZ-22 carbine.
This is a lot of stuff to carry.
Materials. Another gas can. A sweet skull sword. Plague samples. Bandages. Snacks. Okay. Now to get home before everyone's wiped out by a zombie.
I need to catch my breath.
Oh yeah, you definitely need to catch your breath because you don't have any left. I'll come back for the mission later. Save everyone. And then Texas Walker, it will be... Stephen Walker, it'll be his time. Nope, nope, you don't see me. You don't see me. Get in the car. Get in the car. Fuel is low. Well, show me then. Don't just say it. Oh my god. I got almost Austin Powers stuck between 2 cars. There goes one of my right headlights. That doesn't seem plausible that I clipped that. Hi guys, I made it.
There's more Zeds out there than I can count.
Close the door. Close the door. We got 25 seconds to prepare,
I'd like
people.
To kill some Zeds, but we'd need more ammo first.
Okay, this stuff is heavy.
We'll try the Uzi out. Through one.
Let's show the Zeds what's what. If you go down, take 10 of those fuckers with you.
No, don't go down at all. But yes, if you do go down, try and take out 10 at least. Oh my god, this is a full-on medieval broadsword that they got. What?
I'm sure we've got another wave coming any minute now.
Plague zombie.
We survived.
Oh, that's it?
I'll take it.
Okay, I guess. Okay, dump those off. How is Lupe's standing? Alright, we got it. Minus 10% melee durability loss. Arlene's still recovering. Danny's already a hero. What is... Oh, Tex has Blood Plague Minor. Alright, but Tex, get up. Time to get to work. Now, let's see what this crossbow was. Ah, there we go, Sib. Echo X3 repeating crossbow. This sucker is lightweight, magazine fed with a smooth pump action and totally quiet. Whoever's cranking these out, Red Talons better get them on contract ASAP. Kelly, aka Sasquatch Eldridge.
I figure you'd see a lot of like really ingenious. No.
Oh my god, that's not all he had. He had 2 luxury items. Bottle of decent bourbon and American single malt. Nice. Oh man. You've been holding out on us, man. And his crossbow only takes light bolts, so that's even better because they're cheaper to make. But we do need more of them. He's got an 8, he's got a crowbar, and yeah. So
If anyone's listening, I kinda need a rescue here.
let's get to the brewers. How big's... Ooh, it's a 10 clip crossbow bolt magazine. Oh, wait. I should. How's the fuel? Where's the fuel at? It's not showing. It's not showing me what the fuel level's at. Well, it said low, so I'm gonna trust it. Did? No, it didn't even refuel. fuel the car. There we go. Now.
There's a small town outside New Orleans with 500 houses and not a single drivable car. I know because I crashed them all before I learned the importance of auto repair. Don't make my mistake.
Where am I going? Up and right. Is this right? Yeah, this right. Wow, they really expanded the Trumbull map.
Looks like I got here just in time.
That doesn't sound good. I'm coming, buddy.
Gotta finish that one. Gotta stop.
Get off, get off, get off. Get off. That I call bull. I was behind the car. You drunken bastard, you better be worth it.
Better stay away from the plague zombies. I'm not feeling too good. This place is clean.
Don't close the door. My friends and I found a stash of alcohol last night. I got drunk and woke up here alone. Dangerous area for a blip crawl. Let's get you home and sobered up.
We're leaving. I can't express how thankful I am. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, seeing as how trying to save your ass nearly got me blood plague. And your guys' base is right at the edge of blood plague territory, of course. And not the one I just cleared. We are gonna need an infirmary.
Gotta watch out for plague zombies around here.
Of course. Stop
Until we take out that
moving.
nearby plague heart, this place can't really be secured. I'll be damned. You made it back. There's gin in the back if you need a little hair of the dog. Gin? Whew, that's twice today somebody saved my life.
Guys, just okay living with the dead around you here? Sure. Thanks. We're still setting up so no one has to die getting a drink. You're welcome to share once it's done. Let me know when you're ready. Alcohol is valuable these days. Glad I could help, but I'll have to think about it. Alcohol is what got you into the mess. No, we're a realist.
Look who it is.
Alcohol is also really good for purifying water,
Cleaning wounds.
wounds. Yeah, I mean, it's important to have it around.
Yeah.
Most importantly, you can turn it into vinegar. Oh my god, vinegar.
Hey, yo! Are you up for some
I'm
training?
gonna go make myself some broccoli salad that just has a wee bit too much vinegar in the dressing. Later on.
Disgusting.
I love it, man.
Alright. Well, let's go claim that special outpost. What is it? Landmark outpost. Never get through these things. Always have to hit something. God, I remember driving around in the first day of Decay. There's so many invisible bumps and your car just gets sent flying.
That was always fun.
It's fun and all, but then you have all this car full of cargo and it's all like, oh no, forget you and your cargo. You don't get any of it.
I like the ones where the guy tries to like take down one of those big giant fat zombies and the car just blows up. It's like, oh my god, why?
And there's the achievement to kill one with a car too.
Yeah, you gotta get it really injured.
Oh, this is new. Strategies. Biochem Crafting. With this strategy, we set up the lab in a way that allows us to transform blood plague samples into advanced biochemical consumables and throw weapons. Serum Production. We can craft experimental plague-derived serums that temporarily boost health or stamina with only minor plague infection as a side effect. Since these unstable serums aren't portable, we can only make and use them here. Specimen incubation. We give ourselves the ability to use chemicals and meds to multiply our supply of plague samples, which is perfect if we need extra plague pure. We can also use plague samples to craft a small amount of meds. Ooh, I think we're going for that. Features. Let someone take over, switch to another survivor in the community so that one can regain health and recover from fatigue. Standard outpost features, character switching, supply locker, and a safe area. You know, we will claim this.
Is fully operational.
And we will do the specimen incubation. Multiple plague sample, recycle bio waste, use chemicals and plague samples to produce a small amount of meds. Multiple plague sample, use meds and chemicals to grow a single plague sample into many without letting it get out of control. This lets us harvest a large amount of plague samples without putting us in harm's way. Knowledge of pathology boosts the number of samples produced. Oh. Okay.
We've completed the project. Good job. I just dropped off some decent scraps at base.
But at the very least, this will allow us to harvest around here and then drop it off there. We got no other main missions going on, so we will just scavenge around here. Is there anything even over here? So we don't technically know what the blood plague is, because as far as I remember from the first game, it's all like, oh, we discovered that all the dead were in the reservoir, and that created something else. But then in State of Decay 2, in the main mission, it's... zombie. It's, something about Cleo is involved, right? Or have you played number 2?
I got it on launch day. We played it for... we streamed it for like a week or a little less, and it was just, it had so many bugs on launch.
Ah, that's true.
Other problems that it just, the community didn't like it, and by the time they got some fixes out for it, most of the community wasn't interested in going back to it.
Yeah. That's the problem with launching. If your launch isn't at the very least good, or just even okay, no one's going to come back. Not for a long time, at least.
It's why I think the right thing to do is to have these like soft beta launches.
Demos.
Yeah, it's basically just a demo. You can work out most of your kinks. You have it be like very selective, so like very few people can get in. Like
yeah, and then you give it to like YouTubers or big time streamers to promote your game at the same time.
Yeah, and then you open it up like
there it is.
Then you open it up slowly for everybody else, and then once everybody else gets in, that's when you like have a big event. Because like the biggest game in the world right now.
What the hell is this? Monogear axe. It may have started as a bicycle gear, but now it exists only to cleave zombie skulls.
Lol.
I'm hearing like a horde somewhere. Oh, there they are. Spawning in the area that I cleared out already. Of course. That makes sense. And a classic cowboy hat.
I should reload.
Damn bastard, stop moving. There we go. How's everyone doing? Oh, he's made a citizen, so his bonus is the veteran instincts. I can shadow our main group and provide real-time intel on the locations of nearby enemies. Offers rooftop recon via radio. Okay. Wait, did I? Let's get assault for that kick while aiming down. Because we don't need to worry about jamming because we have the automatic crossbow. Jump. 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 There you go. Let's get the infestation first. And that was it, apparently. Man, got some lazy scouts. Oh, there's an infestation. They just see one zombie in the area. But since everyone's cleared out, let's just try and speed through this. More ammo. A gun. A 1911. Is there anyone here? Nope. And even better, we don't even have to put it into the car, because we got that outpost here now. I am dying, though, so let's take some meds. And take the blood sample. Well, good thing for sure is that the State of Decay 2 developers haven't given up on their game, even with the rough launch.
It wasn't that rough. It was mostly that they just didn't have like enough to do. It was so repetitive.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because only now, like, I'm seeing these missions that I've never actually seen before, because it's been a while since I played, and so like, oh wow, I didn't know we could do all these. And even then, some of the missions that I did before were bugged out. What am I doing? Oh wait, can we turn in rucksacks here? I don't think we can, so those will just go in the car. I'm really interested to see how they're going to do animal zombies.
See, I don't know if I like that, because then it's just monsters, right? Like,
it's a flesh-eating deer.
That I watched that trailer, and I'm like, that poor bear just wanted to, like, he was
it's
like,
a wolf.
Oh, hi. No, it was a bear.
No place
It's
to put
a
it.
bear in the thing.
That's stalking her in the beginning?
Yeah.
No, that's a wolf.
No, that's a bear.
Well, I'm
But
telling you.
It's just this little bear. He's like, oh look, fire, and human. Oh, maybe I can share nice fire with human because I'm so cold, and I just want some protection out here. I want to make buddies. And then she screams at him, and he's like, oh no, run away.
Oh no,
And
it's
then
a
he
feminist.
He later gets eaten by a freaking deer, and he's like, I just wanted to be friends.
Greeting
that's
card.
that trailer.
Printed elephant on front. Printed on front. Of course I'd never forget your birthday. That's impossible. Handwritten inside Gale. I know I screwed up, but I promise I'll never forget again. Oh, Gale. You got Gale.
You got galed. I mean, mail. You got mail.
I gotta take that
Either
fat
one of
freak
those.
out before it gets too close.
What is that? Bloater? Where is he? There you are. His standing increased. Does that mean he got promoted? No, it's just a bonus.
Locked up. I gotta watch the noise.
Box of seeds. Only got 12 gauge shotgun shells, and that's it.
Locked up. I gotta watch the noise.
It's fine, we're in the safe zone.
So much for being sneaky.
A water cooler keeps our water supply clean and drinkable once we fill it up, of course. When installed and filled, provides water to a facility. We're not really there to carrying yet.
That's a lot to carry around.
Do I have? Yeah, I still got room. Chemicals toolkit. Let's drop this off. See, like right now, I just thought about it. It's been like maybe 20 or so minutes, and my community has not said a word about anything. Or done anything. Alright, so our scavenging will end when the truck's full of rucksacks, which it is, but I myself can carry one more. Kukuri. And
Oh well, I was getting tired sneaking around.
box of seeds, carpentry supplies. Damn it, there's another rucksack in here. We can't get it.
Well, it's something.
Well, we can get this. Jugs of ethanol, chemicals, and parts. They're coming out of the walls. They're coming out of the goddamn walls. I think State of Decay also has a really good formula for how these works. So, like, I can totally see different other franchises with the whole basis of what it is going along the apocalypse of what's happening around here.
Wow. This is what being in the right place must feel like.
Oh, now they decide to talk. And boom. Okay. Nope, that is not what I want. What is our supply limits at? Low on everything but fuel, which is unfortunate because we got a lot of fuel. How much does this increase our standing? Not a lot. Okay, what about 3 of them? Oh, wow. That's barely anything. And what are our missions? Wandering Trader, that's fine. Promote a Leader, that's fine. Los Santos Legacy. We got plenty of time for that. I guess. Well, let's see. Can we... Fuel's pretty good. We need meds and food. Cost 1 case of chemicals, 1 jug of ethanol, and 5 blood plague samples to get 2 medicines. Yeah, let's do it. Got nothing else to do.
On my aunt's prepper plan, there's a string of numbers next to BOV. The numbers look like GPS coordinates.
We can't go much longer without someone in charge.
Yes, we can. Silence, Danny. Is Lupe healed up? Almost. But she is already at a hero status. Oh, wait. There's the Wandering Trader right there.
So these plague hearts, we were doing something about those, right?
In my own good time, we will do something about the plague hearts. God. Everyone's all me. Let's trade off the luxury goods then. Oh, there's 2 of you. You aren't planning to betray me, huh?
Yo. Hi there. I'm with the network. It's good to meet you.
Oh, network. You're good guys then. 34 influence for the decent bourbon, 102 for the American single malt, 34 for the gun collector magazine, and 34 for a high-end disposable razor. What can we get? How much we have? 1,900 plus. We're good. We can get whatever we want. Collection of reference books. Trove of information that helps us learn faster. Install this mod in a lounge facility to accelerate skill improvement for all survivors. A white noise machine, a welcome sleep-inducing alternative to endless zombie modes. Install this mod in a sleeping facility tier 2 or higher to boost morale. Requires power. A portable generator. As long as we have gas, we have power. Install this mod and supply the fuel to power a single facility. It's just a single one though. Collection of board games, an impressive array of tabletop games to keep us entertained for countless hours. Install this mod in a lounge facility to gain the ability to spend labor to boost morale. No power required. A network signal booster. Some tech nerds with the network whip this up. Install this mod in our command center tier 2 or higher to allow us to manage 2 more outposts. Ooh, we are getting that. And then a gardening textbook. We can get that saved onto it for later. And we won't get the generator because I'm sure somewhere there's a power plant that we can take over and get our power from there, and also a water plant somewhere. There's usually always one for sure on each map. And we don't have a lounge or a proper sleep area, so that will be it actually. Hey Winger, I think you missed one. There, see? That easy. Okay. At the very least, we were able to sell a bunch of stuff. And we got 2 things for sure. Signal booster is the best thing we got, though. Oh, damn it, I broke the door. I do also like that you can upgrade your vehicles to have armor plated and have the total Dawn of the Dead. What the hell? Oh, it's a bloater. Not anymore. How many of you armored assholes are out here? And safe zone. Stop tracking that. Alright, so we'll finish up here and then we'll go to the prepper mission. Oh, but with our little well, actually, no, there's the outpost, so we can just go into. That's right. A secluded factory. It's not dangerous at all. We got a PPK, 22 cal, and a Bowie machete. Alright, this is an entire shipping container. There better be something really good here. Anyone else? No? Good.
Oh, I like this.
Oh my god. An M203 standalone. And a heavy-duty ammo press.
Now, that's quite a load.
much space do I got? I got 2 slots
Nice.
left.
Let's grab some stuff and go. More of the same.
Gas can,
Wonderful.
water cooler and parts.
I'm on my last legs here.
Is that another horde? How are these guys spawning in the safe zone?
Time to reload. I should reload.
There we go.
I can't carry that. I can't carry that.
Open supply locker, drop off all this stuff and the gun. Take these 2. Has Lupe recovered? And she has. Let's head over back. I'll say after repairing the car. The Ramses 5 must live. There you go. Everyone knows just having a good toolkit will replace a door. That turn is so dangerous, I can easily jump right off that if I'm not paying attention. Materials and ammo. Right, Lupe, where are you? Let's take all these things from you.
Any chance you can help us out over here?
Are you ready to get your hands dirty?
Lead the way.
And they're right there. Where's Fujiko stuff? Oh.
All right, I need to do that.
That's not far at all. No, it's behind the rocks. Okay.
That thing might still be drivable.
Oh no, I don't want to give up the truck though.
Oh heck yeah.
A silencer.
I barely
Or a
knew
suppressor.
her, but wherever she is, I hope she appreciates that we'll put this to good use.
I remember telling my little brother he was an idiot for joining the Marines, but I was so damn proud of him when I... Hold that thought! Deadhead on the way.
Can you get over here right now? We need help. Our neighbors just stole every scrap of medicine we had. How are we supposed to put up with this?
What this town needs is law and order. We can't stand by and watch crap like this happen.
Let's have to come back for the truck for later then.
So, like I was saying, I remember telling my little brother he was an idiot for joining the Marines, but I was so damn proud of him when I saw him in his uniform. I'd give just about anything to see him show up in those dress blues again.
Home at last! We have my aunt to thank for the car and the supplies. I just hope she's still out there somewhere.
Girl, this is a zombie game. She's not out there, she's dead. Okay, so control Danny. Let's go with Highway Riders. As in, well, we're gonna make a run for the truck. Up there. Keep working that cardio. I just noticed, is that a friggin' refrigerator? It is.
Hold up for a bit.
What? Text what? Where are you, you idiot? Hey. Come on. Right in here. No? How about over here? There you go. It's down the hill.
I've been blessed to have a lot of inspiring people in my life. You'd think that'd make me, like, the most inspiring person ever. But instead, I'm the one who's continually inspired by everyone around me. And by you folks up there.
I like that the network is really looking out for everyone, you know?
Okay. Now back to the missions, now that we got the car back.
We've got a whole horde of them here.
If I take out the nearest plague heart, this should clear up. I think.
Hello?
General Kenobi, hello there. I know we're not big on doing each other favors, but could you spare some materials?
Awesome.
We'll look for some. Before that, though, do you have anything to trade? I can't trade with you. Why? Nope, you're my own. Chuck.
Goodbye.
Okay. Can't trade you. Fine. It's this one.
It's clear for now, but no place can be secure with a plague heart nearby. Seriously, this is it?
Okay, some chemicals.
Need to be more careful.
Then don't get bit, Tex.
Time to clean house.
There's nothing left. Damn, it's a bust. Alright, do this the long way.
Seems to be locked. I hope nothing heard that. Nothing worth taking here.
Yeah, nothing at all then. There's a lot of Z's over there. So we'll just go this way.
Hey, I spotted a new face.
Firecrackers.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, 8 backpack. And ammo. I don't know if I'd think about setting up my base next to a church that has a cemetery. Alright, please have some materials for me.
This might be too much to carry.
No, but that'll do, I guess. Let's fuel. There we go. Need to swing way earlier. Chuck.
Too loud.
Chuck.
Thanks. Goodbye.
What? Just like that?
Good to see ya.
Can we trade with you now at least?
All right.
We can. Ooh, pipe bomb. And a whistling box mine. So. Are we? No, they're just friendly with us. So the next mission is the stolen meds. What's community? He pays good. Tex is tired. We can take Arlene.
There's someone we
No,
should
wait,
talk to.
that's right. We need Danny for it. Okay. This, and keep those.
What's up?
And Tex,
Take care.
go to sleep.
Hey, compadre.
And we shall take Danny.
I'll try to be quick.
Now, if I'm right, this is the mission where I need a gun for sure, and a good one too. As tempting as a grenade launcher is, it's not good in close quarters.
I knew our hard work would start paying off.
That is a slow reload time, so I gotta make those shots count. Also, we need food and medicine still. Oh, they're so far away.
If anyone can hear this, I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Where's that mission? That one's actually closer, and we are still as Danny, so that's fine. We will get a toolkit and a gas can, though, just in case. And how am I going to get them across the bridge or over the hill? Wow, it's literally a ditch. Hence the name, I guess. Oh no, you didn't fall through the map, did you? Oh, you fell through the map? What the hell? If I go back, we respawn. You know what? No, hey, you. Come over here. Follow me. Catherine, we summon you. Rise up from the ground. Catherine, come on. I saw you like 5 seconds ago. There you are. Yes, it worked. Oh, no. Ah, my goodness. Can I... No. And did she disappear into the dirt again? Ah. Get me out of here. Okay. Catherine is gone. Okay, but we know how to get her back, so... Is there anyone here? Nope, that's not what I want. There's one. Hi, you. Yes, you. Would you like to have a role in your life fulfill purpose? Come with me. Oh, Catherine, we summon thee. We present this disgusting offering as sacrifice. Come on. Show yourself. No, 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 no. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come on. Come on, man, come on. Don't be like that, come on. Oh, look, we have 2 offerings for you, Catherine. Come on. Do I have to get up here again? And now Catherine won't come out. Aw, Catherine, come on. I even brought 2 here. No, I'm not stuck. Catherine's stuck. What about over here? Aw, this sucks. Okay, fine. Watch, I'm gonna get up here and she's gonna appear again. But that is no longer my concern. Where do I need to go? I need to cut across right through here. Watch the trees, the corn's okay. If these are the farmlands, shouldn't there be an airplane somewhere here? Ooh. Don't flip. Don't flip. You got it. You got it.
If I take out the nearest plague heart, this might just clear up.
Oh, God. It's on the hill. Oh, oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Get out, get out, get out. Move. Yeah, we got more than plague zombies, bud. Oh. There's no warning, no nothing. He just appeared. Let me in. Oh, you better be worth it now, bud.
Listen, we need to talk.
We were attacked and robbed. My friend is hurt. Can you help us get our meds back? Yeah, no mercy. Not taking any unnecessary risks. Strike hard and fast. Criminals need to know that there are consequences for their actions. This time it just happens to be their lives.
Couldn't agree more. I'm right behind you.
And I hear a really big horde somewhere. Gopher, do not die, by the way, because if I'm right, companions have a high death rate on this.
Looks like we're here.
How about you walk away while you still can?
How about I just...
That does it.
Oh
Time
boy.
for you to die.
Oh boy, Gopher. Gopher. Shit. Gopher.
Need a breather.
So, they just die automatically, apparently. Search the bodies for the missing meds. Yeah. Smoke grenade. Nightstick. Viper revolver. Police knife is okay if we miss. I had it all under control, but no. No. Gopher needs to run in and freaking die. Let's actually dump this all off. Don't know how many things are on that final guy. And load this while we can.
So it better not disappoint me.
Get that, drop this, and we don't need that. Okay, Kaylee, bad news. Your friend's an idiot. Oh hey, I think I know where we are. Right up this hill. Should be. There's the trailer park. There's the food section. There's one of the community houses you can get. And we'll back up. Nope, everything is in the car. Great. Oh shit, I didn't lose them. Hey, Kaylee. Hey, yeah, close the door. So, I don't see Gopher with you. What happened? Well, he's an idiot. I know this is hard. If you need a home, you could come live with us.
Go check out your new home already.
Thanks for letting me on the team.
Kaylee.
Nobody else is home.
Ooh,
Play card around
beautiful
now,
blood
huh?
splatter. Kaylee, just
How's it going?
Wanna come with?
come with me, because if you try and run back home from here, you're gonna die. I've already lost Gopher, I won't lose you too. Not in a sentimental way, why? Just so you know. Your sheer purpose is just going to be an extra pair of hands to work around. Because we need food. Here's the community house, and up there's the church, which is the original State of Decay base. There's the fast food joint. And just, there's the post office too, yeah. Wow. There's the veterinarian. It changed so much. It looks so different with all the texture and actual graphics upgrades they've done to it. Oh man, I'm gonna have to play some Save Decay 1 off screen and see what it's like comparatively. Nope, that was the turn. Actually, no, wait, I don't need to play anything. I'll watch YouTube. YouTube probably has videos for it. State of Decay 1 to State of Decay 2 graphic comparison.
I see a freak zombie.
What freak? Oh, loader. No, we don't want that. Oh, back inside. Back inside. Kaylee, get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Get in. Come on. Now, welcome home. Grab a gun. Let's not waste the shells. Actually, no. We're on the beginning difficulty.
Supplies delivered. Go me.
What? Oh, no. That was Catherine's fault. I'm not going to be held responsible for her dumbass disappearing into the floor. But with that, that also takes care of all our missions right now. And let's see. Kaylee, what can you do? Waste sorter, nothing. Watched westerns. I used to have a huge collection of westerns on VHS. Now I live on the frontier. Go figure. Morale bonus from facilities with a projector. High lung capacity. My coach said I was a born swimmer. Really good lung capacity, apparently. Plus 20 max stamina. Ooh, excuse me. That's good. So Arlene needs to level up and... Wait, does she? Yeah. And we'll even switch to her. I do like that now you can kind of see them interacting with the outposts, or your base just in general. Miraga. Let's see if that's a worthwhile vehicle to get. Because we can house 4 of them. Oh, hello. Wow, this is inaccurate. There we go. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. But if that's the case, then that's the starting vehicle, which, if that is so, it is not worth our time. Everything good here. Let's see, we will keep going with the original plan, I guess. Go up here, go up here. Actually, no, wait, that's right, we were going up here. Clear out the safe zone. And sorry about that. Okay. Take a right, follow the main road, left. First big left. And also, with so many people... Where is it? Where is it? The only sound in this game that I truly dread hearing. There's a feral somewhere. Especially in the higher difficulties with packs of ferals. And let me tell you, starting off a game and meeting a pack of ferals right where you need to go is not a good thing. Mission, we'll save that. But I do see a bloater here somewhere. There he is. So we'll go around you. Oh no. Come on. Squeeze through. You got it. There we go. And we can go up here this time. Oh, is that another Jeep?
That's terrific.
What is? I'm just glad I can spread some of my good cheer around. Okay. Get some parts. We need food. And we're not going to shoot anything. See, like this wouldn't be too bad of a base. Move those big cargo containers in to block some of the entrances. Have everyone live on the upper floors. And then, like every night, close the door and put a bunch of the chairs and whatnot, blocking the entrances that are open.
At least it's not nothing.
Envelope note. On the back of an envelope in faded blue ink, bread, OJ, the good stuff. Milk, the ice cream with that late night guy on the label, snacks for game night. Garbage, garbage, urinals, some really tall urinals. I guess since it's video game perspective, it's hard to tell how tall it is.
I think I'll take that.
Oh, first aid kit. Basically the upgrade version of a bandage. Yeah, see, I can see a whole little building slot right here. bunch of beds overlooking right here.
That's almost as much as I can carry.
And then block off that little stairwell right here. And look, right here as well.
I have returned.
Ah, I figured you weren't back when you weren't responding to anything I've been saying.
Oh, I sent you a message on Discord. I did.
I'm in a game, man. That's fine.
Oh, well, I would have thought that you would have seen.
I mean, I see it now. I check back every now and then, but it's still just a red circle. As a matter of fact, let me see. What time did I receive this message? 9:35. But then again, you did say you were going to make a salad.
Mm-hmm.
Disgusting broccoli vinegar salad. Commemorative ashtray from the 3rd reopening of Wacky World Amusements and Rides. See, like, I'm in an abandoned warehouse right now, and I'm looking all around, and this is like a perfect place to build. But I can't. Like, I would see limiting us to it has to be a building location that they put on the map. But then let us free build around it. Because look, there's an entire roof up here that's got so much room. And where is this last missing piece? Oh, that's cracked glass. I don't want to walk there. I don't need the flashlight on. It's just useless. Well, wait, it says there's something here. It's just, yeah, it's just exits.
I'm about to be in a lot of trouble.
You're a big fan of the Alien series, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you read the new Disney stuff?
No.
So they put out about a month ago. They put out the new the first like Disney comic book content. So the first Alien content under the
Disney logo.
Disney wing. Yeah. And they fleshed out the story in a really interesting way. And apparently, I haven't looked into too many of the authors themselves, but apparently they're just like a bunch of like hardcore Alien fans that are doing the writing now, and they've like merged the story with like an overarching plot, which is really interesting.
Which story?
The whole thing, like
Ripley, Prometheus.
Yeah. Did you ever wonder why, like the aliens exist? Like why? Like what's their actual reason? Like what is their actual job?
They don't need a reason to exist.
But narratively, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Because you're always like, what WTF is going on? This doesn't make any sense. Like,
I mean, we even knew less about the Predators, and they freaking made up whatever they want, and they love them.
Mm-hmm. So,
all right, well, that's a 3-hour mark, so I will head back to the base and call it right there for the stream as well. But yeah, the last thing Aliens major that I've done is that game Aliens Fire Teams, which was cool in the beginning, but like most games that is new, it's like, okay, yeah, cool. But then it's like, okay, this is basically Aliens Left 4 Dead without a lot of content at all. And there's no big final boss fight with the Queen.
So do you know what the Fermi Paradox is? I mean,
is sure. This from the Aliens lore, or is this from just an actual real-life thing?
No, this is Fermi Paradox is a real-life thing.
Oh, then I don't know then.
Okay, so the Fermi Paradox is ask the questions, if, humans evolved on Earth in the way that we assume that they did, and if life is as versatile as we believe it to be, where are all the aliens? Like, there should be billions of them. all
Well,
over the place.
Technically there was, but an asteroid wiped out the actual dominant life forms that were supposed to inhabit the planet. There's a feral here.
No, like we should see signs of like mega structures, like, you know, there should be like spaceships. There should be like several relay stations on our solar system alone. Like it's just
Fuck you, feral.
How you would do it. Like Elon Musk talks about this. Elon Musk says that if you had the ability to move at even a quarter of the speed of light, you could populate the known universe in like less than 500,000.
This is assuming that it's as simple as a lot of people are fictionally making it out to be.
Yeah,
but as Stellaris has taught us, it's not that easy. And sorry, real quick, let me do the goodbye for the stream and whatnot.
Oh, well.
And mute the mic for Discord. Okay. Thank you very much for following me on this new adventure into State of Decay. Hope you have a good night, and thank you for watching. Hopefully, see you tomorrow for more State of Decay 2. And then we'll go with Friday as more relaxing to the hunt and get back onto our schedule. Hope you have a good night. Thank you very much. And have a good... No, I said that. I gotta work on an ending that's better than this. There's the end card. There's no save button. And I'm not on a mission. Okay, so it's fine. I can just leave.